The name of the tool that we use to measure angles and degrees is called a protractor. To measure with the protractor, there's usually a little circular hole in the middle, or a tick mark, with a straight line extending out in both directions. The circle, or the tick mark in this case, is there for us to know where we're supposed to line up the vertex of the angle. And the vertex is where two rays come together to form the angle. After I have the vertex of the angle lined up with the tick mark on the protractor, I want to make sure the straight line is also lined up with the bottom ray of the angle that's being measured. So here's my straight line. Once I know that the protractor is lined up correctly, I can look at the other ray to see where it's extending. And this is how I'm going to determine my angle measure. In this case, my top ray is a little bit short and not pointing all the way through the protractor, which sometimes is a problem. In this case, we can use the straight edge of the protractor to extend the ray's length, like this. Since all a ray is something that extends in one direction indefinitely, by extending it, we didn't change any of the angle measurements. Once this is done, I can line up the bottom of the protractor again, the vertex on the little tick mark, and now I can see that the top ray is extending through the numbers on the protractor. Now it's time to determine which set of numbers we need to use to determine our angle measure. If you're looking at a protractor, you can see that there is an inside set of numbers and an outside set of numbers. We should know that by looking at this angle that it is an acute angle, which means it would be less than 90 degrees, so we should use the smaller angle measure. However, if you are unsure, another way that you could tell is to look at which zero the bottom ray is pointing to. In this case, the bottom ray is pointing to the right, and the zero is on the inside, so we would use the inside set of numbers. If we go up to the top to see where the angle measure is pointing to, the top ray goes through 75 degrees on the inside and 105 degrees on the outside. Since we know we are using this inside set of numbers and that this is also an acute angle, we are going to go with 75 degrees as our angle measure.